We are standing on the top of the hill of Shilo. From here we can see the town of Shilo, and from here we can try to identify the site of the tabernacle. Probably the tabernacle did not stand in the southern part of the city, because people came from the south to the city. They were not pure. In order to enter the tabernacle, you had to purify yourself. So the south is not the right side for the tabernacle. The east and the west are also not proper, do not fit to be the site of the tabernacle, because we have steep slopes on both sides. So the only side which is reasonable is the northern side of the city. And when we look to the north, we can indeed see a big rock surrounded by walls. Probably the tabernacle stood on that rock surrounded by walls. The people who came to the tabernacle did not come to the tabernacle, but first they came to the city, they rested here, they purified themselves, and then they could go to the tabernacle. They could also get to the tabernacle by climbing the moderate slope, which we can see from the east to the west. People who purify themselves in springs that existed in the area, in the valleys surrounding Shilo, they could climb this moderate slope and get into the tabernacle itself. The tabernacle was divided into two parts. One part to the west, in which the tabernacle itself stood, and of course the altar. This part was used by people who came to sacrifice. And this part was divided by a wall, a big wall, which we can see, from the eastern part, which was the court to which people came to pray. We know that Hannah, Hanevi'ah, Hannah the prophet, the mother of Samuel the prophet, she came to pray here. Probably she came to pray, she didn't bring a sacrifice, only later, after she had Samuel, she brought a sacrifice of thanksgiving. But before, she prayed, and she prayed in the eastern part of the tabernacle. So the tabernacle was really divided into two parts, exactly as the temple in Jerusalem. The temple in Jerusalem was also divided into two parts. One part of the temple itself with the altar, and then a wall separating that part from the eastern part, which was called Ezrat Nashim. In that part, all the people came there, they prayed there, they listened to the choir of the Levites. So the same structure that we find in Jerusalem, the same structure existed here in Shilo. So we can very easily locate the place of Hannah when she prayed. She prayed in the eastern side of the tabernacle. Let us go to the site of the tabernacle itself and try to find out where the choir of the Levites stood. In the temple of Jerusalem, the choir of the Levites stood on stairs, on a set of stairs that led from the temple to the eastern court, Ezrat Nashim. Maybe we can find here also some site on which the choir stood. That can prove that also in the tabernacle of Shilo there was a choir of Levites, exactly as we know in the temple in Jerusalem. So let us go to the site itself and try to see the site and find out as much as we can about the tabernacle, which was the center of the people of Israel for a period of 400 years. Let us go.